What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is kind of a welcome back to me as well. Just a quick kind of rant. I think this is the third time I've tried to make this video. I got this new mic for videos, and then I I haven't posted a video in 2 years. We'll get into that, but I hadn't used it yet. So I plugged it in and I was like, okay, it's ready to go. So it's a Blue Yeti mic, and for those of you who don't know, there's like settings on the back. There's like a knob for boosting the gain, which just makes you sound louder, basically. And then there's these patterns on the back, which one of them is for like surround sound. It picks up all sounds in the room. And then there's one for like interviews where it picks up what's in front and what's behind you. I had set it to surround sound. So yeah, I've made like 12 videos and went back and listened to the audio to edit them and get them ready for YouTube. And yeah, the audio was whack on all of them, and I was like, oh great, that was a waste of time. But I think I fixed it now. I was like, yeah, of course that happens to me. Yeah, this is kind of a welcome back to me as well. I haven't posted a video in 2 years, and pretty much life just kind of got in the way. And I say that, so I got a new job 2 years ago. Before I got the new job, I was doing 2 jobs. I was like, oh man, I'm getting this new job. It's the money is gonna be really good. I don't have to work multiple jobs anymore. I can just do the one. I'll have more time for YouTube and music and all these other things that I want to do on the side. Turns out this job has been quite mentally exhausting, and for any of you that can relate to a job that's like that, where it's not physically but mentally, when the day ends, you're just like, I need to go home and crash. I don't feel like doing anything the rest of the night. That's how I've felt the past 2 years. Also, I think it's 6 months ago, I got out of a relationship. I was devastated for a couple months. Like I would just stare into space and just keep running things over in my mind. I don't understand. I really don't think I did anything wrong. I mean, if I told you all the situation, first, you all would tell me I'm an idiot and I shouldn't have got involved in that. Second, it'd probably be more obvious to people on the outside looking in. But yeah, to me it was just kind of like, all I'll say is, I don't know if I should say it. Okay, all I'll say is I was the other guy, and when situation got found out, I was lucky. Honestly, I was devastated, but yeah, I was lucky. So I'll just stop there. So I had been depressed. I struggle with depression. So anything negative that happens in my life, it could be one tiny thing in my day that just, it ruins my entire day. And so when you have something as I guess devastating, I keep using that word, I'll just use it again. Anything devastating that happens, it's just like 10x depression for me. Like I said, I was just like, I would just sit in my recliner and just stare at nothing and just be like, just really contemplating my will to live. And I'm not saying that as I was considering doing something really bad to myself. I wasn't even thinking that. I was just in a place where I was like, I don't know if I'll ever get over this. Like, I just didn't want to go to work. I was gaining weight. I am not in good shape at all, and I'm not healthy. It's hard when things just like this whole year. It seems like things just keep going wrong. The worst news that you can find out about a relative happened to my mother. I mean, this year's just sucked. Like, it was at the very beginning of the year, the relationship ended, and then work's been really stressful and tough, and then a month ago, I had got the news about my mother, and I was like, gosh, I cannot catch a break. It's been hard. This year's been tough mentally. I'm just, my confidence, diminishing. How my weight is, that's doesn't help confidence. The relationship, sure, I was the other guy. I didn't lose anything. I don't see how that thing is gonna work out. I mean, I think they're in the hurt worse than I am. I was used and everything, and it sucks. But I think being the other guy isn't as bad as being the guy that, gets stabbed in the back. But I mean, she told me terrible things, just kind of like abusive things. So I don't know if it was all true or not. I believed it at the time, So whenever it ended, I was just kind of like, I don't get it. Why would you stay with somebody that does all that to you? But whatever. I digress. There's a lot of red flags there. I'm lucky that I was only heartbroken for a little bit, and not gonna get financially destroyed over it. Be controlled or anything like that. So it was one of the hardest things I had to deal with. I was just in a really dark place, just having all these really bad thoughts. I was getting tired of being depressed, waking up every day, just this cycle of getting up, going to work, being exhausted when I get home, not wanting to do anything, go to bed, get up for work, just that cycle. This sucks. Honestly, this sucks. And I started I was trying to think. I was like, what makes me happy? Being in a relationship, there are times where you feel really good. You hear things that you want to hear. You feel loved, and you're like, man, this is, I'm feeling good. But then there's also times where you're stressing out. You're like, emotional roller coasters going on, and you're like, gosh, this isn't always such a great thing. And I think whenever you hear advice about people saying, you can't rely on other people for your happiness, that's so true. I mean, if you rely on a relationship to bring you happiness, you're gonna be disappointed a lot. You need to have, hobbies and interests that are in your control. I mean, you can, like, people, that try and control others, like, look, you just can't. You can't. It's not do anything for you. You're still probably gonna be angry a lot and paranoid and things like that. So I was thinking, like, what made me happy? And I enjoyed making videos. Editing, yeah, that's a chore. I don't do any special editing or anything like that. Recording videos, uploading them, and feeling good about it, that you accomplished something. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed making music, making a beat, uploading it to BeatStars where you can sell licenses, uploading them for distribution on Spotify and iTunes and all that. Doing an album and putting it out there and everything, like, it felt good to like accomplish a project, and then it was on to the next. It wasn't like, it was just a temporary, feels good, okay, I gotta do it again, and I enjoyed that, and I quit doing that because I was because of, you know, stuff that was going on in my life, and I didn't prioritize my happiness. You know, of course, you know, I gotta do my job, you know, pay the bills and everything, but not making time for myself was just so hard. And, you know, being involved in something where I kind of, you know, was hoping, you know, that I won't, you know, I won't be the other guy for long. You know, even though I know obviously there's always going to be other guys after you, like, you know, the once a cheater, always a cheater type of thing. So I know. But like in the moment, I was like so much better compared to, you know, this other person doing everything that she needs. There's not gonna be anybody else, but you know, I get it. Still could have happened anyway. It was just, yeah, it was dumb of me to quit doing things that was making me happy, so that, you know, I could kind of be able to walk away from situations, because, you know, I had these, you know, making videos or making music or, you know, any hobbies or interests where I was like, you know, this stuff makes me happy. I'm not gonna, you know, hold out hope, you know, this is gonna work out and maybe I'll feel better. You know, I probably could have been like, you know, I'm doing good right now and I don't want involved in all that. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and you know, someone single comes along, hey, that's great. When I was going through all that stuff mentally, like when everything seemed like, you know, nothing was going right, I really should have realized, okay, I need to get back into doing things that I enjoy, that make me feel good. It's going to distract me, because I don't know if y'all have heard the saying, an idle mind is a dangerous mind. I am of that category of men that saying applies to. I was really having some dark and evil thoughts. When things go wrong in my life, I get some dark thoughts. And, you know, I think that's when it's most important that you have outlets that you're always keeping busy with. Because even like if everything's going good and you want to keep up with those outlets, because you'll just feel even better. And then, you know, when things are going bad, you have these outlets that help you get through those tough times. And I had put all those aside. So I was just with my thoughts, and it was not good. It was not good. I got into some addictions that I am not proud of. It did not make me feel better. It would be like a temporary thing. Temporary made me feel better, just for, it wouldn't last long at all before I would feel guilty. Finally got out of that. You know, I was just tired of being miserable and everything. And I was like, I need distractions. It started to get warmer, and I was, disc golf is something that I enjoy. It's just like it's cheaper than golf, which, you know, I like golf. You know, disc golf at this park near where I live, I barely run into people playing when I am. So I can just be by myself out in nature, walk, and it's, you know, just like the course, like walking it's like 5 miles. So it's good exercise, and it's like a game too. So it's not just you're going to walk 5 miles. I mean, if you're walking with somebody and you're talking the whole time, you know, that can be fun. But when it's just you and you're just walking 5 miles, that's not fun to me. But when it's like a game, like disc golf, I enjoy it. It's been really hot lately. I haven't been able to play, but, you know, I was like, okay, that's gonna be in. I can, you know, get into that, try and play that. I want to get back into making videos and making music, you know, and doing these other things because it's, therapeutic for me. It helps me feel better, and it's like, look, if, it's not really about making money with videos or music or, this other stuff that, I mean, that's obviously I'm still gonna set goals, like for YouTube, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I am a long way from there, but it's like, yeah, I'm still gonna set goals because I want to improve at things, learn more skills, things like that. I really want to get into like learning piano, and because that'll help with music, and also like guitar. I would really like to just be able to shred and know how to, just as a means of, whether life is going my way or not. I got stuff to do. I'm trying to improve. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I wouldn't do any, I wouldn't make videos. I definitely want to make extra money and get to where, I can make money on my own. But it's like, no matter what, regardless if I have an accounting degree. So it's like, okay, let's say I eventually get to where I can, start my own business where I do accounting services. I still want to, make videos and make music, and whether my music, I've made money from music, but whether or not I ever make, no matter how much I make yearly from music, I still want to do it forever. And same with videos, whether I ever get to monetize videos or not, I still want to make videos, because, I like gaming, so I want to make game videos, but also like, other type of content that I'd like to make just to do it, whether it makes money or not. It'll make me feel better. It'll be therapeutic, and that's more important to me than the money side of it. I mean, obviously, I would love to have all these different income streams, man. But regardless of that, I just want to feel better. I'm tired of depression, like, just taking over my life. So, like, things really need to change. I started a diet and I'm having like trouble like sticking with it because I'll just get depressed and I'll be like, man, screw it. I'm going to eat out. I'm pigging out. I just gotta eat some snacks. The diet was working. I looked up diet for beginners. If any of you are listening and struggle with dieting as well, because you start looking into doing research about diet and you just get overwhelmed. You're like, what? You know what? Whatever. I don't know. But like this one guy was like, look, for beginners, don't count calories, don't do all that stuff. First thing you do for as long as you can, cut out fast food, cut out snacks. And eventually you'll get to the point where you're not losing weight anymore, and then that's when you start. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try that. I was losing weight, and I was like, man, I figured it out. I figured out the first step. But I haven't been consistent with it. And it's like, yeah, I just gotta stay consistent with that because I'm tired of being fat and depressed, and I need to get in the gym. I can look in the mirror and feel better about myself, and just boost my confidence, because if I can boost my confidence, I won't be afraid of rejection. If I, see this girl that I'm like, wow, she's cute, maybe go up, start talking to her, see if the, the vibes are there or whatever, like if she seems interested, and then, if she does, then, I can, kind of, be like, hey, how about we hang out sometime or something, get your number. If she says no, then it's like, well, I mean, I'm healthy, I look good, I got a good job. You know, I'm staying consistent with making videos, music. Got these other things going on, doing my hobbies and everything. I'm good. And if, you know, she says no, then it's like, you know, it's no big deal, because it's like, you know, I'm doing good. You know, I'm just trying someone else, you know, and I won't, and obviously I wouldn't be like telling her all that, like, hey, I'm doing good, like, you know, no, I'm not gonna be like, you know, you're missing out because, you know, blah blah blah. No, that's I just mean, like, if she says no, be like, okay, you know, that's fine, and then, you know, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I'm doing good. Like, I'm just looking for someone to add happiness. You know, I'm already feeling good. If, you know, I can get someone that, you know, will add to that, that's great. It's not like I'm desperate or anything. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope all that makes sense. I know what I need to do. It's simple. It's not easy. It's a very simple blueprint. You know, stay consistent with my diet, and I gotta get back. And I got to make sure that I prioritize time, get back into things that I enjoy. Makes me feel better, because, yeah, like I said, you know, I'm tired of sitting around being fat and depressed. So, yeah, this video was very therapeutic for me. You know, I know it's a long one. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to be around this long. If you have made it this long, man, you're a real one, and I hope you did get something from this, because I think we all deal with this. I think a lot of people can relate to this. So yeah, comment priorities if you made it this far. It's a very simple thing. Just get a notepad and just type out some stuff. What makes you happy? You gotta prioritize that. You know, you gotta, you know, get the bills paid for sure, but you gotta make time for yourself, and you gotta start doing things that make you feel better. Get healthier. That's what I need to do as well. I'm talking to me. And prioritize yourself. Doing things that make you happy. We can do that, guys. We're gonna start being the best version of ourselves. And then all of a sudden, hello, I thought you're attractive, and yeah, I think we should go out and everything. And then you're just like, what? I mean, I've been focusing on myself. All of a sudden, this comes along. You know, I think that's how it happens for a lot of people. When you're least expecting it, that person comes along and is like, yeah, I've noticed that you are the best version of yourself, and yeah, I would like to have some of that. I'd like to have some of that. And then you can be, get in line. I'm just kidding. I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you all got something out of it. And yeah, I needed to do this. Like I said, I might get no views, might get 1 view, might get views that no one makes it this far, but that's okay, because I feel better just doing this. So that's all. I do all this stuff for me, and if anyone can get some entertainment or some value from it, that's just a plus. It's no big deal to me. That's it. I'm out. Peace.